Baseball is back, baby. But make sure you understand nobody does opening day like Cincinnati. Nobody. They have a whole parade before the game. It's jam-packed. Everyone's so happy. The Reds look pretty promising this year, too. They're scoring all these runs. Hunter Green, who I feel like has been starting opening day in Cincinnati for 10 years now, is carving the Giants up. Everything's coming up, Reds. They get a big win for their fans. Great day at the ballpark. Let me say it again. Nobody, and I mean nobody, does opening day like Cincinnati. Just like nobody does the weather like San Diego. Beautiful city, beautiful ballpark, and a mostly beautiful game for the Padres. A couple of Braves hit some bombs, but the Padres offense was too much for their pitching to handle. Hector Neris has an infinite ERA after this game. So that's bad. That's not good. Anyway, next game, the Blue Jays sucked. The Orioles committed some bird-on-bird crime with Adley Rutschman and Cedric Mullins going deep twice each. Death, taxes, a new ridiculous Fast and Furious movie coming out, and Tyler O'Neill hitting a home run on opening day. His 6th straight opening day home run. How crazy is that? 6 straight home runs on opening day. The last 3 being with 3 different teams in 3 different ballparks. Like, it's so odd. Almost as odd as Juan Soto swinging at this to end the Mets game in Houston. I mean, I could understand any other lefty swinging at that, but seeing Soto do that live felt like watching any M. Night Shyamalan movie twist for the first time. Soto's gotten hater in the past, and you just know Soto will be ready to swing out of his balls next time he faces them. Speaking of swinging out of his balls, Wilyer Abreu hit a couple of home runs in Texas for the 2 kids that left his balls. Abreu recently had twins and attributed those home runs to them. And it's crazy because last year he hit 2 homers in a game in Texas after the death of his grandmother. Then he goes out and does this, so there's some sort of higher family power Abreu has in Texas, and yeah, I'm sure Rangers fans have had enough. One day into the season and already a couple extra inning battles. The Nationals game was weird. Mackenzie Gore on the Nats struck out 13 Phillies hitters through the first 6 innings. You know those 7 dwarves for the Snow White movie that got replaced by CGI ones? It was like the Phillies felt so bad for the actors they gave them a shot for the first 6 innings before the big boys came out. They could do anything, and then from the 7th inning on, bam, boom, bam, pow, they just couldn't stop scoring. Just like the Dodgers can't stop dominating. With the power of Ice Cube, 3 Dodger home runs are hit, one of them, of course, coming off the bat of Shohei Ohtani. He could have bet on that. Oh, my bad. I can't acknowledge anything Ohtani does. That's called glazing. I have to hate on what's good and fun. My bad. How about Mookie Betts? Bro lost 18 pounds because of some sickness, then goes out, gets a hit and a walk. Dodgers win. I got really offended watching the Royals game, thinking they were taking gameplay of me and MLB The Show, until I realized, oh no, some people in real life do shit like that too. Emmanuel Clase picked up right where he left off in last year's playoffs. The Royals just kept making contact. He blew the save but got the win anyway. He got bailed out by the offense. Closers just in general around the league really had a rough time. Clase blew his save chance. I mentioned Hader, who got the save, but not before giving up a run and putting a bunch of guys on base. Hader struggled in the playoffs last year too. Devin Williams also struggled in the playoffs like Clase and like Hader, and picked things up right from there by giving up hits and walking guys. I mean, hey, at least this time he gave up just 1 run and not 3 like he did against the Mets, but yeah, guys were struggling. So it wasn't like they were all blowing each other. They were just almost blowing each other, you know? That's not how I meant to say that. Anyway, the Yankee game, shockingly, featured the most Yankee Stadium home runs you can imagine. Anthony Volpe's homer off the bat literally had Joe Buck immediately referring to it as a pop fly before the ball said,
"It became personal with me."
I mean, look at this. I always think complaining is dumb because the opposing team is the same short porch in right field too, you know? I mean, if the Yankees had some control where they could move back the right field wall when the other team hit, you'd have a legit point. But, and I could be wrong, but I don't think that's what's happening. And you also kind of have to put the bat on the ball too to, you know, hit a home run. And in general, that's important. Jackson Trio struck out.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7.
Times. In today's edition of Saying Something Nice About the Rockies, they didn't lose. They did not lose. Shout out to them. Paul Skeens dealt in Miami. Great to see him doing well on the Pirates team that looks better. He strikes out 7. Buccos put some runs up on the board, and it's great to see the Pirates bullpen support Skeens by shutting the Marlins down to get the win. I mean, the Marlins don't have a good offense anyway, so obviously the Pirates should be shutting them down. But regardless, it's encouraging to see these guys make sure Skeens knows that he's got support behind him. He's got nothing to worry about. Then comes the Super Bowl of bad. The matchup we've all been waiting for. Our entire lives have been leading to this moment. White Sox, Angels. And the Angels were very impressive in this game. I mean, you don't see a team make the White Sox look like the Dodgers every day. It was actually not a blowout into the 8th inning before it became a blowout then. The highest paid player in White Sox history goes deep, then another. It's so bad the Angels had a position player in to pitch. It's opening day, and they already have a position player pitching. The White Sox are over 500 for the first time in 2 years. The most memorable thing in this game for the Angels was Mike Trout getting hit in the hand, because of course he did. He was fine though. It wasn't that bad, I don't think, thankfully, although that doesn't change the fact that he's in a cursed organization. I love how this game ended too. The Angels were a strike away from getting shut out the first game of the year, and we're like, okay, we're not that bad. We still bad though. 6 innings through the Mariners game, it looked just like last year. The starting pitcher was doing great with 0 run support. That's when I truly realized baseball was really back. But credit to Seattle, they did get their shit together and started hitting some bombs. Both A's homers came off the bat of Tyler Soderstrom, shout out to him, but Randy tied it up on this epic blast, and then Polanco said my turn. Just like it's your turn to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. That'd be cool. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.